Spain arrested 2 suspected militants early Tuesday in its North African enclave of Cueta. The 2 militants are accused of being part of an Islamist cell that was preparing to launch attacks on Spain. The suspects were arrested under the same police operation that detained 4 people in January on suspicion of using social media to recruit people for militant groups, including the Islamic State.
We are talking about people who aren't just indoctrinating others or radicalizing through social media. They have been already radicalized and indoctrinated in such a perfect way that they are perfectly prepared to commit attacks whenever they are ready.
Fernandez also said that the suspects arrested were already indoctrinated and were ready to launch attacks. He also lauded Spain for, quote, doing its homework.
This operation only confirms that, as we know, no country is exempt from the threat, but Spain is doing its homework. Our security and intelligence forces, in cooperation with allied countries, are very intense. In this particular case, the cooperation with Morocco has been especially intense, both on the intelligence and the operational fronts.
The arrests on Tuesday are said to be part of a wider security operation that has seen more than 20 arrests since September last year. Nations in the West have increasingly been worried over the risk of youth being radicalized by militants in North Africa and the Middle East and then returning home to launch attacks.
All international and civilized community is under threat by these barbarians, and Spain is not an exception. It is true that we are not more threatened than the rest of our European partners, but it is evident that we share that risk, we share that threat, and consequently, we also have to share the necessary intelligence and information tools in order to undertake operations like the one this morning, which allowed once again to dismantle a cell that could have committed attacks on Spanish soil.
The 2 suspects are scheduled to appear before a High Court judge in Madrid. Leslie Mirungu, CCTV.